everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Bengals are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Bills, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Second-year man, it's Melvin Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, I was fortunate enough to see Melvin Gordon throughout his college career. And what I liked the most about him, he always added something to his game. He went from being what I call a gimmick runner, a lot of jet sweeps and things of that nature, to being a full-time, three-down back who can make big plays at any time.
Big plays indeed from Kenosha, Wisconsin. High school teammate of?
Say it.
Trey Waynes.
How about that? Pretty good right there.
Yeah,
two of those guys end up in the NFL.
Gordon. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. They run with Lacey out of the Wildcat. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Hackenberg to throw it this time. His throw incomplete. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Ronald Darby's selection makes a general manager look good. A terrific ball hawk who is eager to tackle in the run game.
Throwing again, Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. Green with a catch left side. 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, You probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now this time he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to keep it again. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now a former Tar Heel, Giovanni Bernard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, Marvin Lewis sends on the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Vontaze Burfict the one to get him down. And here's our first look today at this offense.
And let's start with LaShawn Shady McCoy, their star running back. He can do everything. Run it inside, get to the perimeter, and, of course, catch it out of the backfield.
On 2nd down, Taylor eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
He may have had some off-season foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, it looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Vontaze Burfict is a super talent and a fierce competitor. He can do it all at the linebacker position.
They come out here in the eye. They'll sneak it with Taylor. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. This time Taylor will throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end. They'll come out in the pistol. Second down, Hackenberg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They just do get the play off. Now Hackenberg. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
They went for the haymaker there, didn't they? A big shot towards the end zone, and they came up with the catch, but they were tackled short of the goal line. The defense escaped the big one there. Now they've got to try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
Red zone opportunity. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now a direct snap back to Lacey. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Eddie Lacey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Here we go! Ohio!
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Now Taylor. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor will turn and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, Taylor surveying the field. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So on 4th down, the Bills call on the punt unit and Colton Schmidt. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Wide open receiver complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Green alone out to the right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Defense showing blitz.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue! Black 99 Philly, here we go!
On second down, here's Hankenberg. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Flex Brown! Flex Brown! Come on now!
They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. On the direct snap, this is Gordon out of the Wildcat. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And the lead is now 24. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Hey, watch number 5,
1 man in the backfield. That's McCoy. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Come on, let's go! White 90! Flex Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Second and 10, it's Taylor again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Taylor. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here we go on fourth down with Taylor. Always got some breathing room. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Hackenberg. Being chased out left. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now, hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Let's go.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward half. Halftime. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. So this is not the QB here. They're going to do a direct snap out of the Wildcat. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As the first half is winding down, and the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. One receiver right, that's Brown. Now Taylor on first down. He's got time. He's got him in. Complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar. Hey, Charles, you give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out.
Here we go.
On second down, it's McCoy. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. Still 9 yards to go on third down. One receiver right, that's Brown.
Let's go. 190.
On third down, Taylor. He's got time in the pocket. Going deep here for Watkins. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like? For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Watch it now, Barney.
Play fake. Hackenberg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. So the D-line's going to spread out. Hackenberg now from the 50. And caught right side, Green. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
On second down, Lacey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better you be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard. Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And the play clock's running down. This time Taylor will throw. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Shift together here from the D-line. This is McCoy. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. One receiver right, that's Brown. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now a play fake here on nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. It's Hackenberg. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a bill shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They come up in an offset eye. Second and goal to go now. Again, Gordon on second and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
this is caught inside the 15. A big play there. Taylor to Watkins. 59 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Second down following the run.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Flex round.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. A big-time drop.
On third down, Taylor. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They come out here in the I. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. On 3rd and goal, Taylor steps away to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and it's 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Watkins alone on the left side. Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bengals will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So we've got encroachment, and that's a free 5 yards.
Too easy for the offense. A bit of impatience by the defense on that one.
5 yards on the pickup. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Complete. They'll get 16 yards there, and the Bengals are going to have a 1st down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of